Okay, guys, technology. I just realized that I muted myself. Hey, I don't. I hope it's not old age that is catching up. Good evening, everybody. Trust you're well, and I hope you had an amazing week, a weekend rather. And today is the first working day of another week. So, good to have you guys here. Let me just put up. I want to pull up something so I can see what you guys are saying now. Cool. So, today we're going to do what we normally do. Look at the market the way we look at the market. And hopefully we're able to identify, some good opportunities for ourselves. And, we'll be able to, move forward and enjoy some pips this week. Okay? Gerald laughing at me. You guys, you're free to laugh. Yeah, I muted myself and I was talking excited and all that. Gerald said I'm very young. I accept that. Gabriella, good evening, Gabriella. Ivy, welcome. Gerald, welcome. Esther, Eddie, welcome. Welcome, guys, and everyone. Welcome. Good to have you. Okay, so let's go. Yeah, I realized that last week that, PO went in depth with you on some things, and we're going to be taking time to continue focusing on those this week. But we're just going to do some analysis today, and we'll see how they play out during the week, and hopefully, like I said earlier, we'll be making some profits. Okay. Those of you not active on your live account, make sure you're active on your demo account. Treat it like your live account. Okay. That will give you a lot more confidence when you're approaching your live account. Gerald said, hope the class will be slower today. I will try my best. I'll try my best not to go too quick, okay? But Gerald, by now, you're a veteran, man. Come on. Okay. Our first fan favorite that we're going to be looking at is going to be US dollar, okay? US dollar. We're going to be looking at what it's doing currently. What it wants to do. We're anticipating what it wants to do, and then we take a move from there. As you know, US dollar is directly proportional. Is it inversely proportional? Yeah. So if one is going up, the other one is going down to the other pairs that are to the majors. So like EU, GU, AU, NU. So that's Kiwi. So if dollar is going up, they will be going down. If dollar is going down, they will be going up. That kind of picture. So the first thing we can see here now, I am on the weekly time frame. Okay, weekly time frame for the US dollar. I'm going to start dropping my lines on some areas that I believe they're key levels. The first point I'll look at will be here, this low here. So the low from March, okay. The key level, and the reason why it's key is look at the reaction from that point. Price went up, so something crazy happened there, okay. Something happened there. I think this was around the coronavirus. I think this when there was a lockdown or something. I remember them saying that we can't come to work from around March. Okay, so that level, and then the next key level that I think I like is this key level here. You can see price went up aggressively there. Okay, that's those two done. And then for something to be closer to current price would be, let me zoom in for you guys. Would be where price is at the moment. I can see open, close. There's an open and close relationship here. There's a high here, there's a high here. So about 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of reaction away from this level. And then very close to the high of the 14th of September week high. Drop another one there. I'm just showing confluence, okay? And then I'm going to be looking at last week's low. So we're in the current week here. This is last week, the low of last week. The reason is I will be anticipating for price to go to that level, to that low, to this week's low. So this low here, for price to go there. Now, another reason why I have taken this high is because this thick candle here, I'm sure if you were in the session that PO had last week, and on Sunday, last week, you will know what this is. So this bearish candle before this aggressive move away, this is called what? This is called a bullish order block, okay? The banks, before if they want to buy, okay, if they want to buy, they have to sell it off to people, okay? So they'll come, if they want to buy, some people have to sell this to them. They have to sell to them so that they can buy, okay? And the same thing vice versa. If they want to sell, they will have to buy it. So we can see now that price where we are now, we are close to the low of last week, and we are also sitting on this order block, this weekly order block, okay? So our anticipation, if anything is going to happen, is for us to look for possible reaction area within that range. So let me remove this arrow. But I'm also suspicious of these levels here. Can you see these lows here? This point at 11964 and 11963, we're just one pip away, and then this low here at 11961. So these 3 weeks, they're just about 4 pips, shy of each other. And you guys know what this is. This is the triple bottom. And what normally happens to those kind of areas, they get taken, okay? But now, the only thing is, there is a lot of distance from here to here, okay? That's about 70 pips, okay? In US dollar, that's a huge move on other pairs. 70 people move in US dollar is a crazy hundreds of pips move in other pairs. So, but let's now drop down into H4 and see what is likely to happen, or what areas we could look for some sort of reaction. And still, looking at that, I am still look, it's even more obvious here. These levels are too clean. Okay, so we'll have that set, that area marked out. Okay, but we'll have this in place. Can you see this aggressive move down before this consolidation, accumulation? This is a bearish order block that we can draw out, that was used to fuel the price move up initially. Okay, so now price came down from there, but when price broke through it, look at the way price came back to touch it. Okay, price came back, dipped into it, took out some intermediate lows into that area. Okay, into that area, and then took off. Okay, so now price is now returning back into that area. So we could be on the lookout for some sort of reaction again at this point. Okay, if nothing happens here, then we would look lower, okay, to this order block. But like I said, my suspicion is they would like to take this clean lows, okay? However, they might do some dancing around before they get there, but that looks really, really juicy for me on US dollar, okay? So as it stands, from this standard way of looking at price, if we go on H4, this is where we are already anyway. We would notice that we've had, a high taken market structure break happen. We've slightly retraced back into H4 order block. However, not exactly within the range. Let me draw that out for you guys. So we've had this high. That's a daily high was taken out. And then this structure low taken out, which is confirming the market structure break south. We're expecting a retrace back, and there was a retrace back into that H4 order block that is within or close to the range, and we got opportunity to sell off there one time, a return again to another order block that was formed after the move away. Okay, look at how this was it was a beautiful setup as well. Let me zoom in to show you. Can you see this double top that was left here on this day? Okay, they left a double top. Okay, closed still within that range of the day, and then the following day they came, drove the price quickly past those double tops, okay, into the order block, and then they drop lower. This setup is always an A-star setup. When you see a double top or triple top taken out into an order block, into on this occasion it was taken out into a bearish order block. Okay, so, and that's the reason why we're getting this move down now. So we got the first move there, we're getting the second opportunity to go south here. Okay, and that's why you would have seen on Thursday there was a crazy movement in the market on EU and GU. It was mad. It's crazy. So because of US dollar did this, they call these days Z days or Z days, whereby they take people, they take out stops on both sides, and then close in between, the Z day. So for US dollar, I'm still of the opinion the price is likely to continue dropping. I don't know if we've slightly taken last week's low. Let me remove this. How many pips is that? So last week's low is at 12.031, and this low is at 12.030. I don't think that stop on is complete. I think we still see a further drop down into this area. Okay, we should likely still see something like this, still drop into this range. So if they're going to have a bullish move, they will drop a bit more into this range before price then changes direction. Okay, before price changes direction. So that's my take on the US dollar. Okay, Gerald, do you understand? Esther, Gabriella. Okay, to move on to the next pair. So now, as we're seeing downward, propulsive, downward propulsion in US dollar, that means there will be an upward run for the pairs that are, correlated with the US dollar. Okay, so if we're looking at Aussie, we will be expecting a move up. Okay, and as you can see, the direction has been up until we had this week. We had our setup for a short. Now we're looking long, but this one, I don't even think this is still directly correlated with US dollar. I feel Aussie is playing a funny one. So The significant level I will mark out first of all with this high, that week high from June. Okay, I think we had the same thing in US dollar. We had something from March and June. Yeah, see, there's June high there, and there's a June swing low and a March swing low. We reacted off of the March swing low, but we're now coming to September 7th high, so which we're expecting the price to drop in within this range and go up if you want to continue going up. Okay, at the moment it's a setup for bullish trades based on the way we trade. Okay, so we've had this week low taken out, and then we've had the high taken out. Market structural break has happened, stop hunt has happened there, price has gone up. Okay, so we're now expecting a retrace back within the zone for a further push upward. Okay, so we'll be expecting the exact opposite for Aussie. Okay. Oh, Gerald, thanks. My pace is good. All right. So at the moment, if we look at the current scenario, we had the week high taken. Remember, we had a week low taken on US dollar. And then we have the week low taken out, creating a market structure break and giving us the painting us a scenario for selling. So as you can see, price opened, came low, took out that low, and then on the return back up into this range, we should have found a reaction area for this short trade, for that sell-off. So if we go on the H4, this will have been an amazing trade. Whoever got this trade, that have been beautiful. Okay, so look at this. So that was a high taken out. Price finally took out the low, giving us market structure break, confirming a stop hunt. Then we look back within the range to find areas of possible retrace back into, and obviously reaction for the market. We have one here in between. And that's the area price reacted to. Okay, so now price is now left and gone out. This is where we are now. So just like the way we expect US dollar to drop further down before push up, we will be expecting the opposite here as well. But let us see what is telling us on the chart. Okay, another thing I want to pull your attention to is this week has no this. So the weekend in the week 28th of September, the week opened and there was no week below. Okay, it means this is a very clean low. Okay, very attractive to the market. Okay, so and then we're also very close to last week's high. Okay, and if we clear that high, what do we have waiting for us on the weekly? Just like we had on the dollar, that we had a weekly order block, bullish order block, we have now a weekly bearish order block on the US dollar. So we will be anticipating or looking for this kind of scenario. The price will push past last week's high into the order block, the weekly order block, and then drop to take out this clean low over here. Okay, so if you go to a daily time frame, you see that weekly that we drew out, there's another daily order block lodged between it. But you know, these areas, these clean tops are very suspicious as well. But what we will do is we will not just take the trade. We will wait for the price to do what it wants to do, to show us its hands. Okay, you let the market makers show you their hands before you jump in. And that's when you get to this level and you find on your H1, you find your you find your engulfing, and you also have if you also have another daily stop hunt in that area, that will be great. Another good reason for us to think for now the price will keep going up is if you look at Friday came to Thursday's low. Let me drop the line here to Thursday's low. Okay, I'll just like to pull your attention to this high. Remember, I tell you daily, weekly highs, the key level C. It took out that area and came into the weekly high, the daily high, sorry, and ran into, there's the H4 order block here. When you see wicks on a higher time frame, if you go on a lower time frame, there's an order block there 8 times out of 10 times. Okay, so let's just do that for fun's sake. Let's see. Look, look at that. We have a beautiful H4 order block. Price came into it. Okay, so what we are anticipating now is for price to rally up into this range, and within that range we have a couple of areas that would expect price to react. So I would expect price to react here. Okay, so price to rally into that area and then drop. Okay, just as US dollar is dropping into an area of interest, these pairs that are inversely proportional will be going up into an area of interest for further drop. Okay, so that is AUD USD. That's what we can look out for. Okay, I hope you guys have your charts with you and you're marking this out, because it will triple your speed forward if you're doing this. As we are marking it, you try to mark the same thing. Okay, it will greatly help your learning process. Okay, let's move to the next pair. I want another one of our favorite friends, Euro USD. Let's go to the weekly. So on the weekly, the last scenario that was painted for us was this. So we are this week, went past that, rally past the high, came and closed the low. Okay, the following week came and broke the low. We're in a bearish move. Okay, the algos are signals for bearish opportunities. Okay, and then as we always expect, when this happens, we expect to retrace back into range and drop. I believe it happened a couple of times. So when price came down, it broke the structure. Okay, it's gone back in 1 time, 2 times, and then this is the third now. Okay, so let's go into daily. You can see things a bit more clearly on the daily. So that's the week low that was taken. So when price came, took out the low, it rallied back up within the range into a daily order block. Okay, but this is a daily order block. Okay, well, let's go into H4 to be more specific. Now, the benefit of having that, see, I didn't even know that I wouldn't find the H4 order block within that range, but there's a daily order block. But what we have here instead are reclaimed order blocks. But don't let that distract you. Just take it now that this is a daily order block. Okay, this is a daily order block. We can agree to that. Prices retraced back into it, took out intermediate highs, took out that intermediate double top. Look at that. It took it out into the daily order block. Remember what I told you earlier? When we have double tops or double bottoms and there is an order block close to it, it is an A-star trade. They will most likely go past those areas into the order block. They'll take your double top, triple top, double bottom, and triple bottom out into that area. Okay, and then you find a good opportunity to trade in the original direction that they want. This is a very, very good way of fueling their move. Okay, it works almost all the time. It plays out, you know, every week. At least you see one setup like this every week, where you find a day that is just shy of the order block, and you see a small move back past that day. It would have presented a double top or double bottom on the lower time frame, and then you just see price take that level out into an order block, and then a drop. Excuse me. And then a drop. So where are we now? So what we can then anticipate, just like we did for US dollar, you can see the price is retracing back up. First thing you need to notice is this week's low was not taken out yet. Okay, so to me this is also like a double bottom to me, because this low is priced at 16193, and this low is at 16150. They're not too far from each other, very, very close. So at the moment now, we're taking out last week's high. We've gotten past last week's high. Okay, so we then need to find out, okay, where are we possibly going to be reacting to? Okay, there's one here, this area here. Okay, let me zoom in. I'm also suspecting, look, can you see something here? Let me remove this. Have you noticed the 1, 2, 3 triple top over here? Okay, just stopping shy of this daily order block again. Okay, that we marked out earlier. Could they want to do this? Could they want to rally past that high into this order block there? It is something that is possible. They could certainly do that before the drop, or we could see price rally to this order block. So I like when I see order blocks, candles close together like that, I will take it as one order block. Okay. Or they might be looking at this, but this is just too, it's just too good to leave out. I believe they will take it out, but they can still do this, go up into that area and then drop. So those are the two possible scenarios that can play out for Euro USD. Excuse me. Okay, Esther, well done. You're trying to mark it out. Gerald, well done. You're trying to mark it out. That's good. Okay. So, the next currency is our next fan favorite, pounds US dollar. Exact same thing happened, but now pound US dollar is looking different. The first thing I would identify, excuse me, will be this significant high here. Okay, and then this weekly order block. Now this setup looks very familiar to US dollar. The drop into an order block, weekly order block, and then the rallying up So sometimes, correlation could go crazy. There's going to be some economics or political or pandemic, you could say. So from what I can see here as well, we've had some sort of signal for us. So we have this lows was taken out. Now, by the close of last week, we've had this, the high taken out. So prices rallied past that high last week, which is telling me that the algo has switched bullish for GBP USD. So it's now left for me to identify which would have happened on the H4. Look at this. Okay, look at this. Price rallied to that high. Yeah, this was on Thursday. That move up. This blue candle happened on Thursday. And then once that happened, it was now the opportunity to take a trade. We'll have drawn our feed from top to bottom there. We'll have gotten an opportunity to enter the trade there. So that's an order block that price could react into. If we went onto the H1, you'll have seen it clearly. There's another order block there. Price kicked up from there and went long. Okay. Are you with me on that one? So what I'm thinking now, my thought now is this. Has the direction of GBP USD changed for bullish? Based on the way we look at the market, yes. We've had a weekly stop hunt, market structure breakers happen even on the daily, okay? Daily happen here. And then hence the reason why we're going. But on Thursday confirmed the algo direction on the weekly that it's bullish. Once this spike happened, then it retraced back within the range of that most current swing. Okay, this swing gave us this opportunity to take the trade long. Where would I be looking for price to reverse? To take profit initially, we'll be looking at this group of tops here. Okay, good place to take profit. And the next area that I would think price will react or go to is the low of this bullish weekly candle. And that is also what? It's what? Look at this. Aggressive move away. That's what? That is a bearish order block. Okay. So now, if I zoom in close for you again, you can also see that it's like something is setting up here as well. We got these highs, this high over here. Remember on the lower time frame, that level that I drew there was like triple tops. Okay, there were highs, very close highs. So do they want to take those highs into this order block and drop? Yes, it is a possibility and it's looking like it at the moment. Okay, so if you're going to jump into any of this trade, your first target should be that high and this significant low over here. Okay, if you're already long on this currency pair, pound to US dollar. So there's some triple tops over here where I believe price will like to take out into this weekly order block. And if we drop down to a daily, let's see if we can find anything there. Okay, there is a daily order block here that has been used up, and that's where we now have this 1, 2, 3 tops waiting. I would not be surprised. Okay, if they take it out into this, can you see this level? This is a bullish order block that was disrespected, that was taken out due to the change in the algo direction. Okay, confirmed by the break of this of the week low. Now we're retracing back to it. Now, the other thing I want you to take note of is the way price is going back. Can you see the way price left? Very, very aggressive, very aggressive. Look when it was retracing back to that level. 1 day's work is doing it in 4 days. Yeah? 3 days work, look, down. 1, 2, 3 down. Is doing it in how many days back up? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's almost there by 10. Yeah, 10th day should close it up and hit this area. Okay, this point here. Okay, so I won't be surprised if price does this. So that triple top, in fact, another top here, so price would blow those levels out. Okay, into there. Okay, and come down here at least. Okay, and again, if I'm looking again on the daily, I can spot some clean levels here again. Look, this 2 days low, and then that one, which is close to them. So another picture could be a drop further down. They drop further down into this. We had a weekly order block. Look, a weekly order block. Yeah, that's going down. Okay. So are you with me? I hope you get that. Okay. So this is the picture that is playing out now. Okay. It's playing out to go take these highs into that order block and then drop. And then we have this H4 order block as well, very close. So let's put this here. That's it. This looks even nicer. Okay. So we can see a move back into this order block and something happened there. And the market drop at least to this high. Before we see any other move. Okay. So the next thing, let's check out the last pair for tonight. No, let me do USD CHF. Oh wow, this is USD card that we marked out from end of September. Look, it played out exactly to the peak the way we wanted it. Look, we highlighted this, the price would go out and come back into the area that either this level or this level would drive price up. And look, it drove price up exactly to where we identified. So sometimes these are the reason why I leave my charts untouched, so that you can see the power of what we're teaching in this group. Okay, this is like some crazy accuracy. Yeah, and I'm just so like, I mean, this is this. If you're a geek like me, I look at this kind of chart and just like, man, beautiful. You know, but some people don't get it when you say chart is beautiful. You're like, what do you mean chart is beautiful? Because when a chart plays out to exactly what you're looking at, it's beautiful. Okay, let us look at Euro JPY. Okay, where is EJ? Do I have EJ? Yes, I do. EJ, here she is. Okay, Gerald, your special request. Let's look at it. All right, alrighty. In fact, I remember this blue line. This blue line was drawn from ages ago, you know, that those levels were too clean and price got there ultimately. I remember very, very well. Well, anyway, let's delve in. So where are we now with EJ? So EJ, was coming from a sale program, but I am very I am observing that we had this double top there that price took out and then gave us a change in market scenario for a short, took out that high, took out this low, okay, ran back into that range of that high and that low, and price is coming down now. It's coming down, but then it has now shown us a reversal on this day. Price took out the low of 21st of September week and then took out the high in that same week. And in that same week, we would have found an opportunity to trade the price long. So as we've entered long now, my first point or take profit, if I'm in already, to take all my profit will be at the low of this bullish candle, which is a what? A bearish order block. So let us go into H4 and see how this would have played out. Okay, so now, so this is the week high and the low that was taken out over here. So finally on Wednesday, this is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday price broke the high, and instantly our attention will now be back within this range, within the range to say, where can I find a possible area where price is going to react to? Okay, and the first thing I notice will be these three candles here. They're all bearish candles. I'll take all of them. They will be my bullish order block. Okay, that okay. That will be the first area I'll identify, and then the second will be that. Okay, and as we have it on Friday, there was a big drop into that area over here and a beautiful response. If we go on H1, let's see. Beautiful, beautiful. Look, I mean, look at what price did there. Spent how many hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours there. So there'll be some, this is all Asia into London. So price was there. So at 6 a.m., he landed in there at 6 a.m. Okay, landed in London Open, and then London, nothing happened until New York, 2 p.m. Look at the time I'm showing you at the bottom of the screen. Okay, you can see the bottom of the screen showing the times. So look, it landed at 6 a.m. and it took off at 2 p.m. New York. Okay, took off at New York. This highlights the importance of also trading within those time frames. Okay, when your liquidity and volatility are married together. Okay, this is the prime time for volatility, and it's also the prime time for liquidity because you have this order block within these ranges that have been created. Okay, so this is where the opportunity was, this level, this level. Okay, and look at what has happened. Took off Friday, and then today we're already approaching the first target area. Okay, so that is what's likely to happen on H4. First target area there. Okay, so that's the way it's looking at the moment. And this is a very nice swing high, and there's a daily order block just on top of that swing high, which is going to give us another beautiful opportunity to trade on the H4. Anyway. So on the H4, there's a order block there, but this is something as well that could push the price down. Okay. Cool. So Jared, I hope that was clear to you. Okay. So guys, I hope this has been informative to you, and secondly, the pace has not been too quick for you, and that you understand the way we're looking at price. But all of this, obviously, the way we look at it will be revealed in our in our exclusive club. Okay, if you want to know how we're going to enter the trades, yes, you've seen how we analyze the market, but we take these trades. If you want to know more about how we're going to be taking these trades, then don't delay. Contact me, on keys. So, in the absence of any questions, guys, does anybody have any questions? Oh, Gerald. Okay, Euro GBP. All right, that's the last one I'm going to do. Let's go to Euro GBP. Do I have Euro GBP? I do. Yeah, we've been trading Euro GBP down for a while now. Okay. Can you see this labored move up? Very labored. They're trying to close. Look, this is just one activity, one H4 candle. To close this one H4 candle, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and you have many more still grinding up. This is trying to tell you that the market is not really looking to go up, that the market really wants to go down. Okay. I think this was from last week. No. Or I was sharing this analysis with someone. Okay. So this is a weekly high that was taken, and the weekly low that was taken out here. And when the low was taken out, this spike, I didn't want to remark, to mark everything again. Okay, so the weekly low, the low was taken when this spike happened, market structure break happened, and then we expected it to retrace back into the order block. Okay, and retrace it did. It retraced back into the order block. Okay, for the first opportunity to enter. Okay, so we would have gotten a trade south there, and as that happened, it presented many more opportunities to go short. Okay, kept trading this short. So I'm still looking for short opportunities for this. Another reason why I've been looking for short is if you look at this day, the high was taken out. Let me remove that rectangle. So the high was taken out, and its low was taken out on Thursday. Okay, once price came lower, the retrace back up was for an ultimate drop down. Okay, which is what happened. So you would have looked for an opportunity on the H1 for this, and that was a result of this aggressive move down. Okay, so on the weekly, we're looking at price to continue south until we get. Let me clean everything. So I like where we are now. Okay, the high of this other block. Okay, so we can see price drop, take out last week's low and go up. But it's looking like it's doing something different now. Let me see if we have. Yeah, so yeah, it still looks strong for price to drop lower. So I'll still be looking for lower scenario, but ultimately it wants to go up. And the reason why is because all this, there are lots of stuff resting here, here, here. All of this daily highs, there are stops. Stop losses are resting there. Buy limits are resting there. And all of this, you notice, to cover just this 1, 2, 3 move, just from the top to the bottom here. This aggressive move up, right? It took 1, 2, 3 days, and look at how many days it's taken to cover it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's taken all of these days to do this same peak move. So this should be telling you something that, yes, price is coming down, but their ultimate goal, desire, will be for price to go up. So I won't be surprised if price drops down into this is the first area that we are landing on top now. This bullish candle, and the next is this candle, and which is interwoven anyway with a bullish order block. So we could get this, take out the last week low, that's the week low. So we can see price take out this low into this order block, and as you know, taking our lows and the highs into order block is beautiful, and then price should shoot up from there. But they could decide to do whatever they want to do there. So that's what we're anticipating. Okay. So I hope that's clear for you, Gerald, and everyone else that it made sense. And please continue to market charts, continue to practice, and very soon you can take that live. Well, make sure you do your practice trades and your demo for now, and build all the confidence you can build on demo, and hopefully very soon, not too long, you would go into live trading. Thank you, Eddie. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I wish you guys all the best and have a good evening.